Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Republic of Amalfi series here on the Lord Master channel, in which, how old am I at this time? 41 years old. Alright, because in a couple of months I get to compose a book again. And as well as what little activity I could do for the Hermetic Society, as I'm the leader of the Hermetic Society as Magus. But I could be using all those things. I mean, I can't choose a Hermetic art, unfortunately, because I am a renowned physician. And all that. But I wrote a magnum opus, which I'll show you somewhere in this big old pile of artifacts, since I have so damn many. But here it is. The magnum opus on stellar astrology. I mean, that's only for the stars. Now, if we're to continue on the legacy of this, plus it would be useful if somebody has high learning, which I'm looking at you, son, because you do have what it takes, and you don't need to join the Hermetic Society for this. As he is still a student over in the Gozijin, the Chinese Imperial Academy, which is led by a man who is of a French culture, oddly enough, and successor Moravian. Well, after all, they do open elective for any courtiers. Like, what if this guy's suddenly died of stress? And then, I know he's relatively young, but what happens if he dies too? And then this successor down in the line, and keep in mind, it's open elective. What if they vote for CK2? And then he becomes the new, what is this position? Professor. Well, what if he becomes the new professor? And then I lose him, and he gets to run things over there. I don't know. I just hope they don't change my son's culture to French, or we're gonna have a stern talking to. But anyways, yes, I gotta pay that money to the money lenders right now, if I even remember correctly, and then start saving up money to compose that book. And I will finally choose a patron saint. I have not done that because I was for fertility reasons, and since we had a bit of a falling out, then I guess we're happy again. But what skill am I lacking? You're all good, but you're not going to get anything eventually good. Peter, to whom gave Jesus the keys to heaven? So just to up that diplomacy skill a little bit. But can I banish you? No, you belong to them. That one. Who's a patrician of a lot of communes, as he is a baron to hear. One would think he's earned too much. Anyways, let's get down to business. I still really want free investiture, but there's an issue with that. As we'll have council consideration, send the law for review by the council. Here's an issue here. I mean, well, yeah, he owes me a favor, but that one owes a favor to the other. That's Constantinos, the great counselor, which you can't get rid of him from his council position. He's a great counselor. Of course, we had issues back then, but at least we're getting along. But do you really want to be in a council? Other than you wishing to embezzle me, which I prefer you stop that right now. Or how about you'd like to be another... Well, about to be the High Admiral. Just increase your opinion further. Okay, what else do you need? Do I have to sway you? I can do that. And you're a seducer. Well, you better not seduce my wife, otherwise you and I are going to have a stern talking to. Of course you would be that kind of guy. Wait a minute. No, no, I don't have the intrigue skill for that. I was about to say, I'm not that good if I wish to go out and steal somebody's artifact, because I would do that. As the local leaders of Amalfi state their complaints, I take notes and write a list to diligently address those concerns in due time. It always pays off to have a plain conversation with people with direct knowledge of the issues at hand. I might not agree with everything, but at least I got those who talk to me will understand their opinion matters and things get ultimately done. I value competence above all. Better damn well. Oh yes, I have this paper sent out of my theorem, which I forgot what it was about, but everybody's approving it. Yes, sir. Zotto. I don't need to be out of patience. Listen, you absent-minded boy. I'm gonna try to make you ambitious. You deserve greatness. Go get it. And made him ambitious. So that way, I want you to sound like, do you have what it takes to be the next man of the house? Well then, try to prove me better. Come on, try to prove me wrong. Now anyways, I am lost in a maze of tunnels that never seem to end. No matter where I turn, right or left, I cannot find a way out. No matter where I go, there is no one here. I thought there might have been monsters or bandits lurking about. But only my friends and enemies are the flickers of the occasional torch and cold stone walls. Nothing exists but the dark passageways. I wake up sweating with a feeling of unease. So I either say no effect, 80% chance, or 10% chance I become craven, 10% chance I become paranoid. That's because I dreamt of an endless dungeon for the next... that effect I had lasts me for 3 years, lowering my intrigue and health a bit. Oh god, what did I pick up? I become paranoid. Anyways, the workers have found something in Amalfi. It appears that the local terrain could probably support a wheat field. Damn it. That's less valuable. But anyways, it would require a large payment up front, but after a few years it'll pay itself back several times over. Alternatively, I can ask my men to keep searching. This is not what I was hoping for. Keep searching! This is a mountainous terrain here. There could be gems. There could be silver. Or if we're lucky, we struck a gold mine. No, keep searching. So this will set the research a few steps back. So that means you gotta still spend your money on this. And plus, with the character now paranoid, that means there could be some effects that would happen him mentally. As this unfortunate victim never found a way out in the dream that it recently had. At least I'm not craven, it's just paranoid. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 traits, so that means I'm gonna be either paranoid for a while or downgraded to weary, which is better. Sometimes. For a time, and thanks to specific happenstance, my guarded and cautious nature was mistaken by paranoia as the few weeks passed. It was clear to everyone I don't suffer from such horrible condition I am wearing instead. That's because I am neither trusting nor wary upon receiving the paranoid trait has a good chance of becoming wary instead. So I'm okay. I'm fine. But hey, at least it increases the plot discovery chance and plot power defense, so being assassinated or plot assassinate or... I mean, I already know what plot discovered. And that is that man wants to embezzle me. And I really want to stop that. He died. He died a natural death. Even though it says perhaps it is time I invited him to spend some time with it's probably the fastest way to gain his trust. He just died today, and I think that chain event will stop right then and there, to be honest. I will ask him to come to my palace to spend time with me. It'll be hilarious if this chain event actually continues, even though he just died today. The more I think about it, the more ridiculous it seems. The Doge having a rival is how much beneath me. A bit silly me I hold him as my rival. This Umbrian. Buzzing noises, he had an upsetting vision, and an onward medic. Speaking of visions, yeah, let's drop this rivalry right now. Speaking of that, let's perform some scrying. I got many ingredients, so... I'm a bit wary of myself, but I just want to know what will happen to me as Doge. I see strange patterns. No, wait, a bunch of triangles. Marvelous. This is a good omen. A reassuring vision. So I'm wanted to believe that something wonderful awaits for me. Kotani, it says that you are a destined fighter. Even though I keep saying, no, no, that is not your path. See, I told you. You go for learning. And I will be the one to raise you. Because I have the learning skill like no other. Thank you for that endorsement of the paper. That Pope just died. Gout. Right. If I was more pious, I would request them. What happened to the moral authority? Yes, you do have most of the holy sites. Do control holy site, diplomacy, piety. Bunch of temples looted. And so much losing holy wars, but we want more. So it's mostly due to temples looting, due to Norsemen or Avar raiders or further. But rulers enacting free investiture. Religion head demands refused. Oh dear. A few churches have been built. But moral authority is so low. What happened? Quick, put the money in that campaign fund. We gotta put him in a college. This will be a third Amalfian. As the Doge, I'm faced with a proposal by the other influential families to cut down a significant part of the taxes to my vassals in order to fuel the economy of the Republic. Also, the increased competitiveness will happen my efforts of taxation over my own property. As the other families claim, this behavior only fits a great Doge. For the next 5 years, for lowering tax. I think I'll be fine. So, for the Republic, I'll be around for a long time still. Got him! Got him into the college of Cardinals. Welcome. There are some who want to vote for, you know, my fellow Cardinals. It's good to know. Again, you only have 2 Cardinals and there's room for 2 more. He's pretty pious. And he's obsessed with oral hygiene. Just need to brush my teeth one more time, this man. And he's got a nutcracker. Has that always been yours? No, it was owned by the previous bishop from long ago. Again, I'm still considering reinvestiture. Happy that I got him in the college. Ooh, a Prince Archbishop. Oh, you can't beat that. Not Prince Bishop, Prince Archbishop. Prince Archbishopric. Of course, the guy. That's a higher rank. Oh, dang, can't beat that. That man's definitely going to be in the college, because, well, secular power opinion obliges compared to this one who is, you know, a couple of years younger. Well, actually, they're similar age. But that man is a bad guy. He's cruel, he's gluttonous, hence the sin part. They even call him the Cruel there. Now, let me tell you. They say that's because of Latin culture. Langobard is not Latin culture. Oh, actually, excuse me. That's because he's Greek. Oh, I see. Weren't you supposed to compose a book? And do not forget, you're also supposed to find a resource. The Prince of Moria. Despotator Principality of what? The Peloponnese separated itself from Moria? What the? Oh, it's an iconoclast revolt. They had a revolt. Iconoclasts on the loose. That means the Byzantine Empire will now finally have the opportunity to take back the Peloponnese. And the Kingdom of Moria will be stuck down there. Given an exposure that if we want to, we could take the city. But unfortunately, that's owned by the Moscow. And not the, and not of the our house. Heresiarch. He's a leader of a fanatic and militant heretic sect. Iconoclast. As a reminder, the iconoclast heresy plagued the Byzantine Empire in multiple waves. Iconoclasts believe that religious images, icons, and depictions of holy figures in particular are a form of idolatry and must not be allowed. In their heyday, iconoclasts destroyed innumerable such decorations and icons, sometimes even urged by iconoclast emperors. You know, I did play as an iconoclast once. Way back on my very first Crusader Kings 2 series when I was Serbia, which I called it Yugoslavia. But that series was so effed up. Yeah. Where it involved Slavic pagans and Orthodoxy, until I chose the third way, not Buddhism, but the third way in Iconoclast, which was spawned in Belgrade, and we embraced that heresy, basically sticking a middle finger to both Orthodoxy and Slavic paganism, and even took it to Constantinople, and we made a Iconoclast patriarch who was a dwarf. Yeah, that brought me back some memories. Unpleasant memories. Anyways, he's a hell of a fighter, I'll give him that, but he has no levies because he just won the war this past April. Or, how long has he been ruling? Yeah, this past April. 2 months ago. That's because iconoclasm occurred in Kornif and Laconia. It's only a matter of time before it spreads to Arcadia, and Achaia, and Messenia. I still want that trade post. But now it's owned by an iconoclast, which we do not have an agreement because he's zealous, he's an heresiarch, but not a target for any kind of holy war. But now you want Caesar, just a title that they gave him a minor title to have a non-aggression pact with them. Hey, maybe one day we can help you take your area back. Or, hey, what do you say about my daughter Katani? Yeah, screw it. Sorry. Maybe we should work together. Yeah, let's try to improve relations. I don't often have alliances with other people. That's what the legal tutor is for. Yeah, his own vassal. What? Tales of your misdeeds are told from Ireland, Cathay. I reject your insulting suggestion. Oh, he's already married. He already got married. French Catholic. So I was too late. Okay, have it your way. Pull him back. And no, not for the good of the Republic. Not putting my money on that. I'll tell you what. Nobody else owns some of the train posts, right? Who owns that? Oh, there's another merchant republic that they created. Politia of My son Tassilo's truly found himself in the destiny my horoscope predicted. Long ago, he makes a fine diplomat. And he's got a cat, too. So he just had his education upgraded. Okay then. They'll say no. Because again, I have trade interests in this area. Because some of that is owned by, you know, another one, and I want to establish it there. And plus, that trade post is owned by the ruler himself, but yet I can't fight against him for whatever reason. What about over there? Take a trade post in Alexandria. That would be something, but the problem is you'll be facing stiff resistance. Yeah, plenty. Well, they're actually in a couple of different wars. They got an uprising, they got a claimant war, and also another one wants Shiraz. There is value there. Part of the Silk Road. Silk Road market. Well, I think we found our target. Take that to consideration. Because the coast is occupied. There's so many damn merchant republics out there in this world. And so I thought Yes, I just noticed that it's supposed to be over there. But sometimes the map is a bit screwy. Interesting symbol. But anyways, how much money do we have? I mean levies. I mean the levies we have and money, so raise a little more. And then in fact, we should prepare for it. Take over. Increase the size of the levy, then and when it's fully forced like that, then we'll go to war against the Arabian Empire to take control of that trade post in Alexandria. That's where one of the areas of the Silk Road ends. Think of the value it would bring to the family. The Urso family. Well, we can create another trade post now, but I'd rather take it from others. But I would like to fight in an embargo war. Yeah, you don't have any levies. Yep, just as I figured. They want the Peloponnese back, so I guess this ain't gonna happen. Duchy of Wag. Portuguese culture. So, the Portuguese culture has appeared. They better not. Send my steward to deal with that. Monte Sant'Angelo is having yet another peasant revolt. That place is nothing but trouble. My tutors taught my son well, Lupus. They now have an extensive knowledge of legal matters. Wow, you're a jurist now. Maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe you could have it. Volatile province removed from Aversa. No more volatility. That is good. See too if you can increase the stability of the area. Don't wait till it's too late regarding your possible plan to get to Alexandria, the trade post of it. Get in the Holy War for Africa. Good luck with that. Another beloved grandmother passes away. We all love our grandmothers. Hope you have enough money to wage such a war. As Doge, I am in a unique position to act against the Constantinos family. My old enemy, striking at them directly might draw the ire of the other patrician families, whose continued favor is necessary to cement my dynasty's rule over the Republic, however. The Constantinos still enjoy a lot of support in many quarters of Amalfi, but new insidious ways of hurting them are open to me now with my current office. I have managed to tarnish their family's name standing through an intensive lobby campaign. Of course. fishing industry in Asar is experiencing something of a boom. For some reason, the population of fish has grown dramatically, significantly increasing the amount of fish available. This will feed many families, and will also provide a lot of fish that can be traded elsewhere. Interesting news. A fishing boom. Population of fish in these waters surrounding this pond has increased significantly. More fish for everyone. You know what? Screw it. I already wrote a learning book. And you know, as a veteran crusader, let's choose a martial theme. But please save your money, because you know what's coming. Please pay your toll and move on. There's other folks waiting behind you. Yet another holy war. Armenians. They're dealing with that now. As long as they've been kept busy. Yeah, mainly Armenians are fighting against the caliphate up there. While these heresiarchs that heresiarch is a bit defenseless. As Byzantium will finally take back the Peloponnese, which they had enjoyed such independence. But the Despotate of Morea will be a separate entity unless they swear fealty to the Byzantine Empire, and that's going to cause more problems than that. Likely on the latter. I mean, Crete has remained an independent state, which is rather surprising. Yeah, let's make it a peaceful province. Okay. Here. I'm giving it till August. You got till August. And then you must set sail to Alexandria. Take the trade post, defeat their armies in their way, and you will win the war. Well done. So much competition. And since you are so good at diplomacy, how about you go take up with that legal tutor? Maybe you'll become a jurist too. But I already have the golden child in mind in CK. Whenever he returns. Come back. Don't spend any money. The money is going to be for the war effort. Came in handy. Not interested in that order that gate has started. Stop. You know what? They'll be fine. I'm not going to buy them proper attires. No matter what. We must do it. We must do it. Hey. No, you can't take their trade post. That's not belong to Merchant Republic as much as it belongs to them themselves. I think that's the problem here. Much like I can't seize other people's trade posts other than you can plots to revoke. Well, there's an idea. I'll consider it. But the problem is my intrigue skill isn't that... Well, it's good now, but not great. Especially that I dreamt of an endless dungeon just recently. Hired mercenaries. We must start now. This will not be a holy war. This will be just to seize that trade post. Alexandria. Where the Silk Road ends there. And hopefully we don't muck it up this time like we did with Ragusa. Gather up. Hold your position. We might pick you up later, knowing that they're going to be out there. All President accounted for. God, I wish I had more ships from vassals. But all you need is 30 gun. All you need is 30 galleys. Let's see where those. How much? So 30 plus. A little bit of that. This will do. Trying to cut costs here because I don't want to take the most expensive crud. Crud. Then that means all ships then. No, wait, they're coming. Wait for it. There we go. Trying to cut costs. Because I don't want to take all the ships. Cost cutting measure. Alright. Take the right. Take the center. You too. And resetting sail here. Take advantage of the chaotic situation over to the Middle East. I am told by the educators that my daughter Katani remains interested in battle. Turn my eyes upwards, I take a deep breath. Perhaps the influence of the stars is unavoidable. Maybe that the destiny is out of my control. Oh, I can't clear it. But I think the stars have something else in store for my daughter, so I remain in doubt. She wants to be a warrior? I keep saying no, because there's no warrior women in the Republic. Allied? No, nearby. Just a concerned. Reach the Nile Delta. Now begin the landing. You're here to take a trade post and a few holdings, and that's that. Few fellow members of the Order sometimes speak of intricate charms and recipes to ward off evil. And perhaps I should take precautions too, concerning the stars of the Virgo. I nod to myself the golden shows someone nice to look at. Oh, this is just foolish paranoia again. I need those ingredients. We gotta take a bunch of these holdings. And this one's pretty well defended. How much? 18. Very cheap. Just build a fort here just to make sure that we are staying here. Neophyte Hugo is a greedy, slothful idiot who deserves none of the riches. What do you say, brother? We raid his... That's our claim. Should be ours. Caritanian. Slovenian, so to speak. He's got a pewter spoon and a very secure chest. Wish I have that. We'll be going. Oh man, this is gonna take long. What difference does that make? Or just bribe him. Alright, you'll get your money through trade. You'll be fine. So, let's just bribe him. We don't have a siege master around here, do we? No. Crud. Okay, as we step out of the shadows, the guards draw their blades. Their posture and faces change as I pull the heavy purse from my pocket. After a short exchange of words and coins, Adept and Linda and I go to the heavy door. What now, brother? What course of action do you recommend? I was reckless last time, and I got in prison, so... Help me find where he keeps his valuables, because I need money. Let's stay together. I have to take a loan soon. For all his talking and boasting, I expected more of this. Or perhaps Neophyte Hugo was more paranoid than I thought. In any case, I cannot find anything of great value. At least these nuggets of metal will sell for a few coins. It's better than nothing, I guess. At least with these ships in position, we can look at the coast more, so we do not see nearby enemies. So we're fine for now. I get news that my son excelled in Inquisition and is now a person of great renown. He has studied the many philosophies of the East and is well versed in the words of learned men. Wonderful. He's a Chinese philosopher. He has achieved considerable knowledge in the philosophy of the Far East. Wow. My son returns from Negotiation with the result of their imperial examination. He's classified as a Jurin, having passed the provincial exam. Well done, CK2. So he's passed the imperial examination at a provincial level. And my son tells you he found his calling in China and begs to let him stay. I'm sure we'll have a great future in the service of the Middle Kingdom. That means he will become a professor and he will be an assistant instructor to Guzjana. Or tell him to come back here, and 88% chance that he's going to be back home. Although he won't like me for that. Or he will be a professor, again the trade professor, and gets assistant instructor. He is a destined scholar. But now that we think about it, is he really that good of everything? Because we need to look at the other brothers. So, I mean, yes, his smarts is almost rivals mine in a way. And he's of a Confucian. He is indeed a Chinese philosopher. And he's a great fighter too. But however, his intrigue is not good. Give it to Lupus, who is... He may be absent-minded, but he's got intrigue. But stewardship is his weak point. And he does not have very many traits, which means that there could be more room for improvement. You sure? Gives him a little bit of intrigue if I tell him that he is indeed the heir. Oh, God. Now, Tassilo. Not that good of everything. And Zato, who recently graduated. He's pretty well rounded except for the marshal. Also absent-minded and a trained fighter. What would I want? The man of intrigue and diplomacy and a bit more learning? Or a very well-learned person who is not that good with martial but not good with intrigue, which makes him vulnerable for assassination plots, nor try to create other crime. But he would definitely make a great apprentice and a great member of the Hermetic Society, but also chaste-minded. Tassilo probably got the low end of the stick here, and Zato is well-rounded except for martial. But I really don't want to send him away. I think he would be good if he was a tutor. And he would definitely excel in Hermetic Society. But I need you here with me. Welcome back, son. Wish I were to make you a philosophical tutor, but you are my son. So as we look and review here, none of you are good with martial. But Zato's the most well-rounded out of all of them, despite being absent-minded. But he's ambitious and diligent, which is a real go-getter. CK2 would be an excellent apprentice of the Hermetic Society. But if I make him heir, watch. 1 sec. Oh, he hasn't got there yet. But anyways, once we left the laboratory far behind us, she and I collapsed. 2 bundles of sweaty shivery limbs. We did it. We really did it. We really got away with it. As the laughter erupts from my lips, my body finally relaxes. Next to me, Orlin does heavy breathing, turns to Marucho. We really showed them, didn't we? Sure, that destined schemer thing will go away soon. Keep in mind, a destinated thing. Stubborn, diligent, erudite, chaste. Again, he would be great for something. You could be the court tutor. Because your smarts are unlike every other. You're the genius. You're the king of this sort of thing. Okay, it still says Wheatfield. Keep searching. I don't want to spend too much money. And where's the monetary gains on the trade? Because we're still losing it. I have to take a loan. This war is costly. Take a medium loan. Sustainable. All I need to do is just take the dang holdings and oh my cardinal! Natural death. Why you? Have him arrested. How dare you betray me? And you're banished so I can take that money with you for the war effort. It's really not of your position, but still. Not exactly a man of the cloth, is he? I mean, gives him probably a monthly salary, but Nah, give it to the philosophical tutor. I ate too much candy. Ugh. It's just delicious candy. Candy is a good source of sugar, which most people don't get enough of these days. This siege has been taking an eternity and a half for this. Fortunately, we have not seen any enemies in our backyard. They did occupy some, but not all. Hey! Why don't you go pick up these guys? You forgot about them. These guys have been doing their nothing. Small amount of reinforcements is appreciative. My tutors taught my son well. No, it's illegal. Okay then. Looks like there is competition. Do you want Zotto? Because he would be a much better choice. Who else hasn't been tutored yet? Tassilo hasn't been tutored. He's got fluency too. It'll cost you. Might as well do that. Get in. To the Nile Delta. Hammam is about to fall, finally. Thank God. Now things will get easier against less fortified areas. This is the Amir of Alexandria. Oh good, a rich guy. Genius left-handed girl. She's of a Hijazi origin. Clap them all in irons. And we're gonna ransom them. Because they need to pay up for the war effort, and I gotta pay the interest of the loan. And plus, with one of those coastal holdings now taken, then that means we can safely land a ship in and out. Now we need to take Abukir, Damascus, Alexandria itself, Marabot, and Naucratis. And then after all that, and you will finally take the trade post, the objective of this war. Remember, this is a trade war. We're doing this for the money, for the family. This is not a war of religious dogma, nor for territory. But maybe one day, we'll probably fight to seize the city of Abukir one day. Because this one's pretty good. Get together. This one has less defenses. A little more money from the trade, but sooner or later. At least it's plains and not desert. It's part of the Nile Delta. There's the mayor, another man of Hijazi origin. He had a best meal in ages. And he had a friendly ghost. What? They say a friendly and faithful spirit is attached to his character, following around secretly to help him in various tasks. Mere superstition or the truth? Hard to say. Oh great, a fat lazy guy who's got a friendly ghost allegedly. Well, put him in irons and ransom him. He's a mayor, so therefore they're more valuable. Come on, you better pay up. Thank you very much. That'll keep it going. Now, the Mosque of Alexandria. Alexandria. Stubborn you are. The main size up a bit more. Okay, let's have that legalism up. And shipbuilding too. That's something that Amalfi doesn't have enough of. More ships. And get the trade practices up. Of course, with trade practices up, that means more trade posts for everybody, including ours, which we still have time to catch up. After Alexandria, I'll try to find somewhere to spend the money to get more trade posts from. Anywhere that is safe, of course. As long as we have good relations with certain countries. It made you diligent. The conditions for my smuggler operations abroad have changed. Also, changing it so much of income provides me boom times ahead. Alright. You better hope that it is the case. Misraten, Holy War, Africa. Taking advantage of the situation, are you? Well, one thing's for certain. The war ain't over yet. A lot of things are going on down there. They'll be fine. It'll take much longer to survey the area. Please, no more wheat. I don't want no wheat field. Need something valuable. Something that I'm willing to spend a fortune on. No! Not my Chancellor. What are you, nuts? He's one of the good ones. And don't discredit him. He's another good guy. And don't you dare to take revenge on CK2. That's his only rival, but he's made plenty of friends in the academy. Such as he made friends with him and him. That was previous. Oh, he actually made friends with the Moravian. Tengris Kipchak. A Boan Bopa. And a Jayan Kanada. He's made a lot of friends. 2 more holdings to go, and then we'll get to the trade post, and we will have the objective. Because we have not taken the full objective yet. Those vassals are going to be mad as heck the longer the war is going to go. Once all these sons have finished tutoring, they will all get married. But I think we'll probably get them married once the war is over. And of course, once the war is over, I will also improve relations with the Caliphate as well. So the peasants are start complaining about the conditions brought by the present state of war. They need to keep the big picture consideration. They talk about the suffering of their community and disclose both their restlessness about the present situation as well as the concerns about the future. No longer peaceful. Oh, blast. Oh, damn it. Damn it. We're losing more and more soldiers because of the conditions of the siege. But since we have a retinue, we only reinforce this much just to keep it maintained. It is a costly war for an expedition. We're so far from home. Now we got one more Sheikdom. This was a tough fort to crack at this one. Oh crud, they got some walls up. Put them in irons and give me the money. 'Cause I know I've been spending. All we need is to take full control of the objective. There's not many defenders here. Send Spire Serenhill to the arrest. So that way we can arrest people much easier, whatever crimes may came up. This is 10% interest. Remember, 2 more things to take. No Kratis, and then after that falls, then we will take the trade post itself, and then it'll be all over, hopefully. Butchery and fishery. Son of a beeswax! I need an improvement version. Keep searching. Oh, this is for Soto. Diligent now. Good. For once. So it'll be easier to fall because trade worker to the siege eroded it. Oh, he became stressed. Definitely not Tassilo. But hey, I got something for you. As Magus of Hermetic Society, Doge Landar can brew a potion to raise low spirits, so this will make him lose the stress trait, so he will likely accept my brew, regardless of the quality. However, savvy through my recipes, I cannot quite decide on which ingredients to use, while brimstone is almost turned to dust. I wonder what my son would think. Oh god. He's a young man, so a few drops of aqua is perhaps the best option. Oh yeah, the former iconoclast. Now he went to Crete. And he's a murderer too. No way I'm gonna make you fight, that I'm gonna be fighting against the Byzantine Empire to take the Peloponnese back. They are a strong entity. Tamil band invading there. That's what happens when you don't pay enough of these mercenaries. Indian mercenaries, yeah. I brewed the potion just like the cipher recipe dictated. Tassilo gravely accepted my help. As soon as he drank my concoction, I could see a change in him. Now a light turned to his eyes. Glad I could be of assistance, Silo. So he's no longer stressed. So my son Soto has truly found himself in the destiny my horoscopes predicted so long ago. He will make a fine diplomat. He gained 2 more diplomacy. Yeah. Why am I even swaying you? You're no longer relevant. Yes, declared wars, soon to be defeated and all that. Perhaps we gotta start swaying him. So that way we have to keep our relations more positive so they don't burn down the trade post that'll soon be ours. It can happen. Okay, now the trade post itself. Not so well defended. This will make a huge war score difference. I've been struck by a great loss. The death of her Midland has left me without an apprentice and an assistant, as well as a companion. While I contemplate on new people, I shall surely mourn for her. Go to God. What happened? Died of complications of a delicate physique. Hey. Guess who's my new apprentice? Seiko. Welcome to the Hermetic Society. Now you wear these Hermetic clothes. And you like to be the court chaplain too. An aspiring duelist. Man, it's very tempting. But with him being an apprentice now, and he may get advanced. He also picked up a dour trait, which is austere by nature, boring by grace. Intrigue up, stewardship up. Less attractive. Okay. That's it. The new heir will be CK2 after all. And in addition, just a... Never mind. I was thinking about making him a physician as well, but he's already an apprentice. Court tutor. Okay. Finish up. Who else? He'll be it. You got a lot of work to do to gain some respect, young man. But focus on the war, alright? Need to finish that. Take the trade post and we will win the war. The Kagan of Stare Mesto? You Avars are still around. I like how the Avar's dynasty name is Old City. Because he is from the Old City. The Old City in Olomouc. We are the clan of the Old City, as he would say. You want to marry her because she's homosexual and chaste. And said to be a destined fighter. I do want to send her away in some other place where I don't want to have much of a business to. But I would say, yeah, you get to marry her. Good luck trying to have any children, though. That's what concubines are for. Those Avars aren't going to be around by then. Unless they settle and become feudal. So we'll take the trade post. My magnificent pet owl's finally taking her last breath. Though I would have been her guardian for a long time. Now it's time to send her off, perhaps, as she's also been watching over me. I shall light a pyre in her name. I perform a ceremony more official than most would expect for a pet. The owl is a symbol of wisdom, back in the days of ancient Greece. What? Yes, we've taken the area. I think we just destroyed that trade post. I mean, it's like, yes, you took it, but you destroyed it, so therefore it doesn't exist. Wait, how much money does it... How much money do I have to spend to create a trade post? Hey. Okay, I need another loan. Okay, we may have destroyed a trade post, but we're gonna create a new one. Alright. Fair enough. Time to leave. Samkhya philosophy spreads. There's been interesting development at the core of Shah Navid the Wise due to the eloquence and the popularity of a local thinker. The Samkhya philosophy has become all the rage among the Persians and has become the permanent feature of erudite discussions among them. What will they think of next? Yeah, let's go back home quickly as we can because you are hemorrhaging money. The war may have ended inconclusively because we burnt down that trade post, and in its place we will create a new one. And we will invest in that. And if the Silk Road is ever in a... If it's not too turbulent from wherever it comes from, and then we'll be great. And of course we gotta pay off the damn interest rate of the loans. It wasn't exactly a waste of time. Not exactly. Took a bunch of obstacles and... That was my legal tutor! You're the new chancellor now. Look again. Nobody owes favors to anybody, right? Turn it a favor. Zealot, of course. Yeah. Undecided. Say yes because relative of mine. I was about to say, hey, wait a minute. You're gonna be the man of many hats, Seiko. You're gonna be the new chaplain as well. So therefore you increase that learning skill by 1. And you'll definitely vote for it. Yes. Yes, I'll do. Wanted to seek approval for reinvestiture. Yes, it's going to lower the Catholic moral authority even further, which will be more vulnerable to heresies popping up in some other places. Finally home, thank God. Now all we need to do is pay off the loans. And, you know, since there's so money intensive, how about you go into business? It'll be finished next year. But it's a restless province, but it's home of a Silk Road. Siege is an occupation. Reduce the effect of the trade route. Reduce 71.9% of this province. Free investiture is back again. We only have one cardinal. Bishop of Lazuli. Mostly virtuous man. But I'm in no mood of putting up campaign funds, so I might as well drop that thing. I don't think there will be a Langobard Pope in the foreseeable future. But if we ever take the fight against them again, and they got yet another holy war, excuse me, a war, then perhaps one day take the city itself, then we will have a presence established there. But taking another piece of land for myself, especially with all this, is too much responsibility. But we're only doing it for the riches. I'll check back in a year. Well, Croatia is now ran by Greeks. Nowhere. Could return to Croatian, so... Apparently the Greek name for Croatia is Ilericum. Huh? What? Is this an embargo war? If it is, I understand. Ah, okay. Okay, I understand. I'll be willing to surrender. Don't want to go in a fight against them because... 1, we could potentially take you on. Ideally. 2, I don't have the money. 3, you have the money that you're going to get yourself papal guards and we'll be overrun by it. We don't want anyone to get hurt around here. This is all because of that damn Morrow family with their trade posts established in that area. Yeah. Here. Understandable. This is why we gotta have good relations with the Caliphate. In fact, let's get started on that. Where's his capital, by the way? Where does he even live? He lives in the Sheikhdom of Asini, which is where? Over here. Well, wait a minute. Are you sure about that? Oh, your son, or your brothers, or whomever your relative is, lives over there. Well, you're going to be hard to contact. No wonder why you've been in a weak position. Okay, so don't send a chance over there then. Find a hermetic text. It better not be too much money, because I'm not in the mood to go out and get it. No, I don't have much to spare. Surely a local antiquary would do. God blast it! Let's just move on to the next site. Can't spend it. But I just remembered something, and it's about that time. All you sons are to get married. Each and every one of you is getting married, no matter what. Of course, starting from the ages from 14 and upwards. Depending on traits, of course. Depressed. Unless I give her some Illumination, and that'll get rid of her depression. But she's dull-minded, but agile. Dull is not inheritable. But giants and... no, definitely not her. Fertility's too low. Club-footed. Not a lot of good options here. Rare to see someone with a martial skill. Oh, here's somebody. Going strong. Don't have to pay it. Oh, you'll be married her. Now my heir has got to be married to someone who's the best. I mean, after all, he's the one, I believe he was born. Gamle or not? But again, his traits are stubborn, diligent, erudite, chaste, and dour. He's a mastermind theologian, smartest man in the room, and a Chinese philosopher at that. I'll invite him stargazing soon. No, no, no. Not like that. Alright, let's look again. So, maybe let's try to wait a few years till he gets married officially. Or somebody with good traits. Like somebody quick. I'll keep looking. Constantinos. Isn't that the same Constant? Yes. That same family. Yes, we feud with them, but maybe, perhaps, that these two will. Maybe this will be a sign that we'll finally get along here. Yeah, it's from this house from within. So you'll have her. Tassilo. From Akona. It's the lordship. You'll get nothing out of this. And Zoto. Yeah, you're the last one. Tall and left-handed. You will have her. Yes, and please rest. No war, just make money, and you gotta pay off the loans and all that. And don't embezzle me, you son of a beeswax. Huh. She'll be 14 this year, and he'll be married immediately. Good. And worse, you gotta wait a couple more years. She'll be turning 12. Neophyte Sigonite searched every shelf and chest in the dusty old shop. For days on end, we did nothing but breathe dust and leaf through boring old texts. They're all full of nonsense. On the fourth day, I was thus incredibly surprised to lay my eyes on the symbols of the three primes. I think I found the tome, CK. That's why we sent you to the academy. Alright, how about we go stargazing? It's been a while since you were out in that academy, and you became a Chinese philosopher and a Confucian. Whatever the hell that means to an Italian. Good. My scraps have provided me with the latest draft of my book. Upon reading it, I'm not convinced it's moving in the right direction. Perhaps I could ask the Cardinal for advice on the matter. If nothing else, likely to feel flattered by it. I'd rather not get anyone else involved in this highly personal work, so I'll become stressed, but I'm not going to go out and rest. This one worked, so let's give it a go. Brewed the potion just like the enciphered recipe dictated. Mere seconds have passed my lips, a wave of pleasurable sensations rolled over me. While the peak of my bliss was short-lived, the first rush must have washed away the dispiriting darkness that's plagued me for so long. I feel different, lighter. There. Back to normal. Just learned that the captain of one of my trade guys has been selling part of his cargo to the Musco smugglers instead of delivering as ordered. Apparently hoping the amount sold would be too small to be noticed. The captain and his crew have been jailed, but the thieving scum's already spent most of their ill-gotten gains on profits and spirits of women. Son of a... It's not a terrible loss, but please be patient. Principato Morin for Benghazi. Ah, here we go. Taking advantage of the weakness of Morin. You seen my observatory? So, showed him the observatory. When we stepped inside, he gazed in wonder at the various tools. He wanted to ask about the different instruments and how to use them. At which times I am more likely to see the stars more clearly. The questions keep coming in for a while. Glad he liked it. Ah! More of them just popped up. Asera is a peaceful province. What is that? The Holy Maid. A young maid in my realm has gotten quite famous recently. She reported visions of angels and saints for some time now. But a few weeks ago, a child got miraculously healed after the maid had foretold it. Since then, folks flocked to hear her words. Church authorities have investigated her visions and reports that nothing contradicts the Catholic teachings. They've stopped short of officially supporting the outbreaks, however. Because I'm cynical, I could say, sigh. I think I would say that. He's a man of science, not a man of religious zealotry. Anyways, special mission. I was informed that a stolen cargo worth fortunes waiting to be transferred abroad to be sold to a third party as soon as possible. Unfortunately, my spy master take care of the matter, so I'm the one that can lead the whole mission. Rumors of a foreign operation to catch us. I don't know about this, because my martial skill... excuse me. Not that deceitful. Not greedy, not brave. I'm not any of those traits. If things come to worse, my martial style will also be important for personal security, which is pretty high. It's also my stewardship stat for this acumen. My combat will also be tested. I'm still a good fighter, so I'll assume personal command. You don't want to do this sort of thing. So let's risk it. Not gonna get the good bonuses, but I don't think it'll end well. I got another owl! An old owl died, and now I got a new owl. Night is almost upon us, and the first stars finally making themselves visible in the night sky outside. I should tell Seagull that it's time to see if we're gonna uncover new secrets. We should get ready. I was writing down the notes, and when I heard Seagull speak behind me, I turned to face him. Then he went on to explain how the zodiacs are connected to each other and how they are aligned in a certain way. Yes, interesting thoughts. Have you found your star sign yet? This is something we need. Siege equipment. We were having a hard time last time. And Seiko is now my friend and son. And with that, you can now get married. At least you have something in common. So let's do this again sometime, whenever we have time. He is getting married. Please be patient. Alright, let's pay off this little bit of that loan, little at a time. Too late. The war is won. You were inspiring, Falconer. But I'll say, will a buzzard do? I'm being a cheapskate this time, because I still have to pay the interest rate. Urso Patrician? How do you pronounce her name? May all have children together. Imprisoned! My mission to sell a stolen cargo on the lands of Cosmos Pocarius came to an end, and we were approaching the rival area. A formidable force of enemy soldiers appeared, and my only option was to run away. The last thing I saw was a shipment of valuable goods returning safe from where it came from. Surrounded by a score of men. I surrendered myself. Cramp! Listen, would you pay? Oh, I need a lot. But hey, would you mind bringing a few things so I can do some scrying? You know, since I'm such a great guy, I think I might as well forge a bloodline. You did not do enough. Guess you have to wait for it. If you live. I want to know what will happen to me now that I'm in prison. This again, a bunch of triangles, but it's a good omen. Oh, he'll get me out of prison soon enough, I hope. Just raise your money, and you'll be fine. You'll be out of prison in no time. The monastic maid. The Holy Maid, who got famous from her visions, fulfilled prophecies, has joined a local monastery on suggestion of the church. As a cynic, I could say, good, go away. I don't want to spend the money. Go away. Band of highway robbers become more and more audacious, plundering more towns and settlements for every day. Marshal Cardinal proposed to lead an attack personally and eradicate them from the province. You know, they've been causing trouble, and that reduction in levy size is what's been giving us the hard time. They need to be rid of. Give them more than enough soldiers, so 95% away. And it's gone. Don't let me die in prison. And they say a benevolent spirit resides in a small forest at Versa. There are many stories circulating about how to protect the children that got lost in the woods at night, or how to help hunters defeat dangerous predators. Let's hope it continues to protect the locals. You stole my mirror! So they released me, but they took my glass hand mirror. You son of a... May death be upon you and your family. Also, you know what else I realized? No, never mind. Because I thought, you know, that was someone else. Never mind. You're thinking of another Greek patrician family. They didn't take my money. No, they took my mirror. Wanted clutter. Oh well. Back to business. I think inviting the Caliph to an activity we could do together will help us grow closer. I'm not entirely sure what kind of activity our sex suggests. What are you into? Let's invite him to a banquet. Well, meanwhile, I'm trying to forge a bloodline because I lived so long and so prestigious. He ain't coming. I feel like I'm the greatest Doge that there ever is, so why not? Thought the war for Benghazi's already over, but no. Clearly it ain't. It appears that Podesakos used his influence at the Babylonian Academy to forbid my acts to me and my family. You know what's funny? The Babylonian Academy is a university, or an academy that's for Jews only. I'm not Jewish, so you wasted your money for that. By the way, it's based in Baghdad, is the Babylonian Academy. I'll send more guards. You still gotta pay the loan. Trade post in Alexandria is finally finished. Now keep well in mind, for the good of the realm, that's one thing. It's a restless province and it's looted because of war. And it also depends on other factors. Right. Not only we can increase much support, but also Silk Road trade post. There's so much potential, but we don't know how long this is going to last, because knowing that the lords that live there do not like me. And if they don't like me so much, they might engage in an embargo war with me, just like the papacy. I would like to hold a grand debate, but I need to raise a little more money. Everybody lies, and the courtiers of Amalfi are no exception. Not one of them dares speak up and tell me I'm too cynical, and not everybody lies. I knew that. They told me that not everybody lies, and I will start laughing. I told them if they could not prove that, I would start believing in mankind again. It could happen, right? Nope, still haven't lost cynical. Could I purchase some for my physicians to use? This increases my health a bit, prolonging my life a little more. I'm convinced I might live to 90. Of course. You'll hinder me for this. Here we go again with this. I'm not gonna spend much. Repay that large loan, and then soon these loans will finally go away. You're still gonna have to pay the interest rate. He's resting right now, but you're still gonna be great counselor no matter what. You have to do your damn job. Yeah, we found a tome. I wasn't in the mood. Pay that small loan. My goodness. Still not enough to get rid of the entire loan, because I still have them. Yeah, I still have a medium loan. Now I have a small loan, so repay it one more time, and then the loans are finally off of me. Yeah. We'll make that money back up real quick. Right of way given. Morrow family. I'm feeling with both the Morrow and the Constantino's family now that I've realized it. I have a guard who once visited a distant village by a forest said to be the gateway to the world beyond. He went to the forest despite the locals' warnings. There he encountered a pale maiden wearing a white dress. Though she was charming and bashful, he fled immediately, knowing that this must have been a frightening spirit of some sort. Locals said that such sightings are common. What coward! She could have been a spirit. Highly amused. What you should do is be collecting taxes. At least here. Let's move to the next site. I can't be doing that. Peasant revolt. Can create the Duchy of Tripoli if you wish to. Strong basilisk, despite the imperial decay worsened. There, the loans are finally off of me. Now let's raise some money and hold a grand debate. For a while, I felt like nothing could extinguish the renewed sense of joy and purpose I gained after drinking the potion. It seems I was mistaken. Life and duty wears one down, and I am no exception. Nothing more. There is no great secret uncovered, just toil and anguish every day until my last. It was too good to be true. I'm depressed and I am apathetic for the next 5 years. Let's give this another try. Brimstone and Mercury. You know what? Just combine the two. Write a theorem paper while I'm at it. God bastard! I can't do one of my trade guards fish out of the water with a ship working the last week. Starved and half mad from scurvy. The captain reports that a crew mutinied and tossed them overboard, and they seem to fight on live pirates. There we go. No longer depressed. And that apathetic thing has disappeared along with it. Oh my god, a large warehouse belonging to my family docks have always caught fire. The docks have formed human chains around, passing buckets of water between each other and put the flames out before the fire's chance to spread, but a lot of valuable goods have been lost. Peasant revolts all over southern Italy, and in his latter years, he's not having a good time. Something's gotta give. Hey, old town guard. Be the marshal again. You have your old job back. Now, please, let me have the grand debate. Bring me my most trusted courier. You are winning. Oh god, not good at any. Figuring you are quick, you might as well go for learning. Religious debate in the council. So I was at a council meeting. An argument about religious matter being discussed arose. One of the council members opposed to my reasoning and boldly challenged my point of view. I simply cannot order everyone around because I want to have credibility. I need to conquer people's hearts. I need to win the debate. This is Alexios, steward. Well, I am a cynic. Whereas for him, he's a cynic too. I'll debate offensively. And I win this debate. Alright, son. Pay up. That's what happens when you lose. Former peasant leader. Yeah, probably came from Amalfi. Now he's going up to take care of that business. The guests are arriving at this very moment. It's time for the grand debate to begin and spend the next few days to have each and everyone display the knowledge to decide who is best of us is. Let the debate commence. There's something annoyingly pompous in the speech of Metropolitan Euphemios. When did he become an expert on the origins of the Trinity in the era before the Messiah? Sighing, I close my hand around a vial in my pocket. He is the Metropolitan of Epirus. Prince Bishopric of Epirus, to be exact. That's what it means. Plus, he's wise too. Oh yeah? I'll sabotage his chances of making a good impression in debates. I'll be a childish prankster. Reducing my learning a bit, I could sacrifice that. And he'll have a tarnished reputation for the next 5 years as well. So Archivortis and so will be removed from treasury. Hehehehe. You've been using so many ingredients, it's time to go find other ones. Oh, God blast it! I don't want him to lose his prestige. And congratulations, you're gonna have a child soon. It is my duty, my eye. Take a medium. Pay it off later. I just can't get away from this, can't I? Truly revolutionary paper on Philosopher's Stone. Send it. Saxo. Saxo Urso. Sounds like a cool name. Saxo. My faithful and trusted hunting dogs finally taking his last breath. Longest served is I received him as a puppy. Now it's time to bury my old friend. Yeah, he gave it to me long ago. He deserves a proper funeral. I'm the winner of the grand debate. See? No one as knowledgeable as me. So I win the money. You win the prize for winning the debate. There. Now it's off of me. Again. God damn it! But I need that. Listen, you have what it takes. Skills unmatched. Or just move on to the next one. You know what? Just move on. It seems like I just have bad luck with timing. That's all it is. You just have bad luck with timing. And yet this man wants to embezzle me, but the council says no because he's got connections. 4 chemical ingredients. Now please stop burning money. And we'll have more trade posts in the future, so you'll be a lot better sooner or later. Now it's a rivalry war. It's no longer about territory. Now this is a war where whoever's the loser of the rivalry war gets imprisoned. A crusade for Jerusalem. Well, here's something I can get a monetary reward with. I should consider preparing my men, because I'm busy right now and I lack the funds. Jerusalem's an independent state, won in a peasant revolt. Again, I will join. I will pledge my support sooner or later. It's just, I'm rather busy. And this is the target. What the? Chip hit. The Conqueror. Where did he come from? He's an adventurer. A Bulgar. Bulgar raiders somehow came down here, conquered it, and they became Muslims. Different than those from Ghazni, which hasn't grown much. I'll take into consideration. And Benghazi now belongs to the Republic. I think I know what to do. Yeah. Hey, don't worry, your country's fully recovered. And the crusade won't begin until next year. Send the marshal, train the troops. So we can increase the levy size, then we'll be ready for war. And then we contribute, and if we contribute and do contribute greatly, there's going to be money involved. You know, I'm a cheapskate notoriously, but I'll welcome them reluctantly. Hedge knights participate in minor tournaments to get our knights in Amalfi. Sadly, one of those landless vagabonds has been severely injured. Allow him to stay at the castle while he recovers. CK2 Holy Maid for Alexandria, and another for Gully. I'll just ask him. Just want to ensure the safety of my trade post. Hope you enjoyed being far from preachers for once. We're both cynics. How about that? A Doge to remember. But you know what? I think we should end this episode right here, right now. But of course, when we come back to this episode, this event that just popped up here will still be there in the next episode. So, again, while avoiding being forgotten entirely is my primary concern. It is equally important to me to think how I actually do wish posterity to think of me. How can I make sure that when I die, future generations will speak in awe and wonder about my accomplishments as Doge, and feel inspired to emulate me? Well, Paragon of Virtue, that doesn't sound like him. Despite the fact he's a crusader, but he's also a cynic who is misunderstood. You know what, I don't know. But this is why I want to leave the event on that note. And so, tune in to the next episode, and we'll make that decision when we come to it. We'll see you in the next episode, as well as for the crusade. So long for now.